Hey guys, Josh here, and I wanted to talk really quick about this whole Steam paying for mod thing that's happening. Uh, so basically, what's happening is Steam is letting modders upload their mods. Right now, it's only for one game though. It's for Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Modders will be able to upload their mods and then charge for them, which honestly is good. I think it's a good thing, and here's why. And I'll get into the whole controversy in a second, but I just kind of want to get my opinion out there really quick. It's a good thing because mods take a long time to make. They're a lot of work. And, when you put a lot of work into something, sometimes you kind of want to return, As somebody who has actually dabbled in game development, who knows a few developers, who lives with a developer, making a game is really hard. Making a mod is really hard. It takes a long time. And getting it right takes a long time. And, it's kind of nice to get financially backed for that kind of thing. Now, I see where people are saying, it's going to ruin the modding community. I don't necessarily agree with that. The only issue that I can kind of see is if somebody makes a mod and they want to release it for free to people, and they put it out, and then somebody else uploads it to the Steam marketplace and starts charging for it. Like, how do you tell who owns the mod, or, et cetera, et cetera? Yeah, I could see this being an issue, but obviously people can report it. If you're the official mod creator, you can probably get in contact with Valve about that kind of thing. And honestly, I don't think you have to set a price when you upload the mod to Steam. If you wanted it to be free, let's say you were going to make a Skyrim mod and you wanted to make that mod free, you could just put it on... correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I'm pretty sure you could just put it on Steam for free. I mean, there's a couple of mods that are on Steam for free, like the Half-Life 2 update mod. That's on Steam for free. I believe the Black Mesa mod is free, but you can also pay for it, so it's optional. But I have a feeling they'll probably get people to pay for that eventually. But so I think there's ways around that problem. Obviously, for older mods, it makes it kind of difficult, but they'll figure it out. And they're only rolling this out in one game so far. To be honest, this is just kind of opening up what's already been going on Steam for a long time. I mean, people have been making TF2 hats, have been making Dota items and things, and making a lot of money getting their items in the game. Excuse my breaths, I'm still really sick. Yeah, this has already sort of been going on. This just kind of opens it up to everybody. Because previously, if I made an Invoker hat in Dota 2 or something, I had to make the thing, then I had to put it on the workshop, and then people had to vote for it, and Valve had to decide it was worth putting it in the game. Like, people would actually pay for this item. And that's the way it previously worked. And I guess that's the way it's going to work for games like Dota and Team Fortress. But for a game like Skyrim, people just can make whatever they want, and now it's like, if I make this cool sword mod, if I make this cool looking sword and I want to sell it for 50 cents or whatever on the Steam marketplace, I can, and I'll get rewarded for my work, and I know people are like, oh, they should just do it for the love of it. But I think that argument just comes out, or excuse my wording, comes from people that just want everything to be free. And this isn't going to mean that, like, every single mod's going to be expensive, or every single mod's going to charge you, I'm fairly certain there will still be free mods out there. There most definitely will be. People create free WordPress plugins. People create free code snippets that you can download. People create free website templates that you can use. People create free audio files, free transition effects, free game template engines for things like Unity. Like, people will make free things if they want to make free things. And there are other people out there who might make a thing, and they might want to get compensated for it, and they should be allowed to be compensated for it. You know, they are the ones who put in all the time, they put in all the work. They sat there for hours and hours and hours painting this sword or making an entire expansion in Skyrim like that one kid did who got the job at Bungie, I think. Like, they should be able to get compensated for their work. And if you don't want to buy the mod, then guess what? You don't have to. That's the way this works. If you don't want to buy the 50-cent sword mod, then don't. That just means that the market, you know, will dictate what people are willing to buy. People will probably be willing to buy entire Skyrim expansions that fans create. Most definitely, people will want to buy those, you know. But if somebody's like, "Oh, I just made this hat and it's not really that creative or cool looking and it's not distinctive, you know, and it's $5," nobody's gonna buy that. And that's, you know, that's sort of a good thing, just because it dictates what people are more likely to spend their money on. It means that all of the really good stuff that you will probably, or that you are probably more willing to pay for, gets pushed to the top. You're more likely to see it, and all the stuff that's not that great gets pushed down to the bottom. You know, same way any other rating system would work. So I don't know. I think this is a cool thing, and I'm actually kind of excited to see what other games this happens for. Like, can you imagine if like Fallout 4 comes out and they allow this kind of thing? Can you imagine the things that people will be able to create? Like they're doing a Skyrim, like entire Fallout expansions, fan created, $10. You get a whole different, you know, area of the wasteland or whatever, and you get to wander around, do whatever you want. I don't know, man. I think this is great. I can't see. I don't see a lot of negatives here. I just see a lot of people complaining that they don't want to pay for stuff, you know. And honestly, if you think, see, this is the thing. You get into another subject where people feel like they have to be a part of every single thing that happens in nerd culture. I have news for you. You don't. You know, get over the nerd guilt and do whatever you want. You know, if you want to play that Skyrim expansion, but it's $10 more than you're willing to pay for it, don't pay for it. It's really as simple as that. Don't pay for it. Just wait until it's on sale or something. Wait till it's around a price that you are willing to pay for it. Because if you're not willing to pay for it at that price, I guarantee you the people who make it notice. It's like when a couple years ago when on Xbox Live they bumped up the price of a lot of the Xbox Live arcade games from $10 to $15. There's a reason behind that. People were angry. Now they don't even care. But people were really angry. And you know what? It's their own fault that happened. Because one game came out that was $15, and people said, you know what? I really want to play this game anyway, so I'll buy it. Everybody bought it at $15. What does that tell Microsoft? That tells them, hey, people are actually willing to spend $15 on this as opposed to $10. So why wouldn't you? You know? But if they get to a place where they're like, oh, I want $60 for, you know, Miss Pac-Man, you're going to go, oh, hell no, I'm not going to pay for that. And then nobody buys it, and then the price goes down. It's pretty much economics 101, you know? So, I mean, if you really don't want to be a part of this whole mod thing where you have to pay for stuff, then don't buy anything. Oh, there's going to be free mods out there that you're going to like, you know? So, I don't know. The whole argument that it's going to ruin the mod scene just seems super ridiculous to me, but I don't know. Let me know how you feel in the comments. I'd be willing to change my mind if you have a good and persuasive argument. I'm always willing to do that on any subject. So let me know in the comments. Subscribe, all the good stuff, and I will see you guys later.